season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Pittsburgh.
You don't want that, baby. You don't want that. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 30. Yard line.
A fellow Witherspoon on the tackle. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Haywood.
Check 52, come on. Check 52.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
You can't stop me.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Herbert into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
At the 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
56 to Mike.
Hey, 43.
It's our field. Scene 6.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 3. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd
Down.
and 2.
60 yards.
42-yard line.
Strip that ball.
And this one complete to Reed. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Herbert on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Hey, team 6.
From the gun, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey! 52. And ready?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next the score, Chargers 14, Chiefs nothing. Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56. 7, let's go. Check 56. I don't even know why they
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, 15.
Orbit.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Mahomes to throw once more. It's Kelsey on the ground. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds So a big call there that brings up fourth. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, it's King. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Go. Get it.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Yellow.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Watch the eye.
Easy.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Let's go.
43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Short of the goal line.
So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just throw nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Ready? 60 yards.
All day, baby, all day. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch it, switch it.
Hey, high 7. Snap.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert, he's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. An even 90 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this. It's caught at the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Go!
From the gun, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 15.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick-6. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Yellow.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
10 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a